All right. This is the most hype moment of the show, fellas. We got Death Noodles, all right? I fucking hate talking about Death Noodles because it gives me a headache. Like, I'm just tired of it, if I'm going to be honest. You know, I've talked about Death Noodles, like, for a while now, okay? I'm gonna be honest though, it gets me the views, and you know, I love views. I look at my social blade every night. I fucking jack off. You know, I love that shit. But you know, we're gonna look at Death Noodles because he assaulted Salvo Pancakes. Okay, this was a very fucked up situation. Salvo Pancakes is a victim of Death Noodles, and let's watch the clip, shall we? Red bar, red bar. I saw some confusion online about what they're chanting, and they're chanting Red Bar to be for transparency, right? Red Bar is some other comedian who I'm not particularly familiar with. Red Bar, Red Bar, Red Bar. Whoa! Yeah, the pushes him over and then immediately has his buddies come push him away. Wow, dude. Earn that coin trailer? Hell yeah. Yeah, dude. He fucking pushes him and then immediately like gets his bodyguards in between him. Wow, Death Noodles, you're a real man, dude. Wow. And then this is the second instance of assault, okay?
We're gonna drop a ticket.
This You can tell how angry she is, dude. This was apparently one of the comedian's girlfriends, and she was just like really ass mad that like Salvo had insulted her boyfriend, so she just like came out like, nah, and like threw the water at him. She like so mad for no reason, and he just threw water at him for no, and then runs away. Fucking sprints off stage, like. Okay. And then I figured we'd watch. Thank you to Boblax for compiling actually like the Death Noodles versus Salvo segment, right? Because they did this really stupid gay thing where they like periodically muted themselves, right? So like you couldn't hear part of it. Luckily, there's people recording. As you can see here, there's a ton of people recording. And Abby Blackbird was the main person who recorded this. So shout out to Abby Blackbird. And yeah, we're going to check this out.
Coming all the way out from Cleveland, Ohio to be on the show. It's very special for somebody to fly across the country.
Love how close he's standing. I saw lots of memes about this today. Can't help but laugh, you know?
To come and be on a stage.
Salvo's guardian gave us nothing. He literally didn't even affect Salvo. True. Salvo's bodyguard really needed to get in there and start throwing hands.
Fucking scared, man. He just really wanted to be on the stage. So, anybody at home, if you want to be on the stage, you can be on the stage as well. It's very obvious.
No, actually, if you are on the stage, then he's just going to assault you. So I wouldn't recommend going. Ugh. I actually wanted to go for a bit, but I couldn't get the time off work. So it is what it is. This fucker announces things a week out so people can't go. Like, that's so fucking stupid. Like, I can't get time off work if you fucking announce it a week away. Like, what is wrong with you?
Absolutely loves me. He can't stop making videos about me. He can't stop talking about me.
Hell yeah.
Come out and support because that's how much you support me. And I really appreciate it, bro. You're a really good guy at the end of the day. Unfortunately, because of how insane you've been so far, I can't just give you the mic.
You could, though. He could give him the mic. You could. Because that was your main event. You literally advertised it. You were like, oh, yeah, everybody come out. I'm going to be roasting Death Noodles bodyguard. And then you're like, oh, actually, maybe I won't. Like. So then I'm just going to skip through this part because he basically just like plays really coy for like a dumbass amount of time. Yeah, like he just plays coy. He goes around, do you think Death Noodles should get a mic? Do you think Death Noodles should get a mic? Do you think Death Noodles should get a mic? It's like, it's the dumbest shit, dude. Nobody fucking cares. Alright, and then he gives him the mic. Okay, here's the spicy part. I believe that the third roast event won't even happen. He's gonna run away with the money. Yeah, maybe, because he did, we'll get into that, but he did scam some people out of money, so.
What do you think? On three. Fuck Death.
This was not the way to open. I must admit, this was not the way to open on Salvo's part, okay? We had already been chanting "fuck Death Noodles" all night, and then it was just kind of old at this point, okay? But I can't fault him yet, all right? He should just come out swinging harder.
Noodles, fuck
Death Noodles, fuck Death Noodles.
Fuck Death Noodles. Fuck Death
Yeah, that's what, dude. The entire night, Death Noodles tried to like play along and like cheer with the crowd, like, oh, huh, I'm being so self-aware, guys. Look, fuck Death Noodles, yeah. Like, it did not work though. Everybody saw through it. They all knew he was a fucking. They all knew how they saw through it. Okay, he's a loser.
Really? Right when I join in.
Serve my drinks, bitch. Listen, I'm not gonna stand up here like every other hack comedian LARPer that is playing the Joe Rogan experience with the fake Joe Rogan, get on the podcast, act like they're real comedians. I'm not gonna do that, so I'm gonna monologue for about an hour.
Hell yeah.
How pathetic this grown man really is.
Death Noodles should have probably known. Or Sal probably should have known that Death Noodles wasn't gonna let him monologue because this fucking look at the security guard, dude. This guy wanted to hurt Salvo ever since he walked in the fucking door. Like, at least Salvo did something. Dennis was cowered in the corner and has black lackeys do the dirty work. Yeah, nah, true. Unironically.
Dennis Noodles, Dennis Fatozo, is a 40-year-old man. He lied about his age.
You hear like the Death Noodle simps. There's like 3 of them right here, and they're like, actually, he's 37, not 40. Yeah, that makes it so much better. Thanks for your input.
He's a 40-year-old man that is so... He's a 40-year-old man. He's a 40-year-old man.
Yeah.
Right. I had to deal with this the whole show.
Yeah, see now Death Noodles gets like mad. He's like, oh, I had to deal with this the whole show. Death Noodles, the difference is it's the fellow comedians that are booing this. Like there's like 3 people in the crowd. I'm sure if it was just them, Salvo would be like, oh, what the fuck? Who cares? But fucking it's literally his fellow comedians, like Death Noodles fucking lackeys that are booing him right now. He's like, dude, what the fuck? Yeah, and and Salvo's mic is definitely, I don't know if it's turned off, but it is 10,000% lower than the other ones. Yeah.
So you're complaining? No, hold up. You're complaining about a little bit.
He's complaining because it's your lackeys right here that are booing, you dumb fuck.
I have to deal with this the whole show.
Dennis Noodles is the only person that is able to have everybody...
Look. It's his fucking lackeys right here. These people are comedians that were scheduled for the show.
The gays hate him. The commentary pros hate him. Everybody fucking hates him.
So true.
But not only that.
Look, it's just these fucking losers all in their little corner right here, jacking each other off. Like,
Not only that. Dennis Noodles told everybody that he's a real comedian. And last Friday, he got on stage and didn't say one fucking joke.
I mean, true. Dude, like Salvo definitely took the W, right? But it could have been so much better, is all I'm saying, right? Because he could have, like, there's so much stuff in Death Noodle's past that he could have brought up. He could have brought up how he's like a failed dog sitter or whatever, and that like him like creeping on his like apparently him like taking pictures of his neighbor led to his fucking divorce. Like, why was that not mentioned at all during either roast battle, right? Why did nobody bring this up? Also, his photo, Twitter, he showed his bush. So gross. Illness overlord. True. See, and then the bodyguard just takes it into his own hands and decides to escort him off stage. Like, look at this. Oh, yeah, Death Churros. We're gonna get in Death Churros, bro. That's his old account. We'll speak about that. Look. And then they push him off. That's kind of it. They just kind of push him out, which is really gay. You know. And then this old clip surfaces of him talking about the Will Smith assault. Okay. And we're gonna watch this.
Was the joke on Jada bad? Yes, it was an awful fucking joke. It was absolutely uncalled for. But you know what's even more uncalled for? Getting smacked around
What's more uncalled for, Death Noodles?
because you're doing your fucking job. No need to fucking assault someone
No need to what, Noodles?
on international television because you didn't like the fucking joke. And by the way,
A few moments later.
Yeah, the clips just speak for themselves. I don't need to say shit there. And then they, I don't know how. Oh my god, I don't know how serious they are about suing him. But he's like, Keemstar chimed in here. I have 2 Cleveland lawyers and 10 in LA, all bases covered. Dude, imagine if Salvo sues Death Noodles. That'd be fun. I mean, Keemstar's already going to take his play button in the lawsuits Death Noodles has already filed against Keemstar, right? But imagine if Salvo, what would Salvo even take if he can't take the play button? I guess just if he takes the studio, like I don't know. So this was fucking Death Noodles' stupid ass justifier for, I guess, beating the fuck out of Death Noodles, or beating the fuck out of Salvo, right? He was like, 1, he was banging on the windows and trying to destroy property. 2, he harassed and assaulted my staff and patrons outside the venue. 3, he tried to break into the green room. 4, he was on stage inciting and preventing the show from starting. Don't do this and you won't get pushed off the stage. Now, yeah, at least Will did it alone in front of Chris, unlike Dennis, who did in the back lackeys. Yeah, true, dude. At least Chris was like a man about it. So all these things are like technically true, right? He technically banged on the window, but he was not trying to destroy property. He was trying to get your attention so he could be let in, right? He did not harass any of the staff. This was the funniest thing from it. He did technically assault someone at the venue, all right? At one point, he did go up to that one gay comedian when he had his shirt off and fucking twisted. He twisted his nipples. So, I mean, very technically, I guess, Death Noodles did assault someone. I guess very technically, Salvo did assault someone. But, I mean, come on, dude. He literally twisted his nipples. Oh. He tried to break into the green room. That was more of a bit. He wasn't actually trying to break in. 4, he was on stage inciting and preventing the show from starting. I mean, yeah, but that was based and funny. Way more funny than anything you've ever done. Just saying. I have hours of footage, DMs, and screenshots of this where we're going to court. I have plenty of evidence of incitement. The internet is completely showing one side of the story to vandalize me. I've spoken to my lawyers and to the LAPD. If he wants to go to court, I'm ready. Wow. Cool. Imagine taking over his storage room, turns into a Death Noodles failure museum. True. Oh, I mean, he already films out of a closet, so take his cat ears. That's what he should do. Clout Chaser, I sold more tickets in your club than you did. Nah, literally, bro. It's sad, right? Because people hate Death Noodles so much. People hate Death Noodles so much that like a 5,000 sub YouTuber is able to rally more people behind him than Death Noodles himself, who has like more than 500,000. If the gay man was okay with it, he would not say if he was assaulted or not. I mean, yeah, true. Like that's more his thing to say, right? Like, yeah. And then this was an epic moment. This was a banger tweet by me. Okay, I loved this tweet that I made comparing this girl who kept flipping off the camera to Ethan Ralph. Look, they even have like similar rings on, right? Like she has like the middle finger ring. He has like a ring on right here. I'm just saying this is a banger tweet. All right, that's all I've got to say. And then. Okay, Death Noodles was claiming that he was going to be at this comedy club, all right? He was telling everybody, he was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to be here tonight. Buy tickets here. Well, it turns out that wasn't quite the case.
LA Comedy Club.
Yo, what's up? So I'm calling to ask if I heard this guy Dennis Fatosa was performing tonight at 11:30, but I clicked on the Eventbrite link to buy tickets, and it says the event is unavailable.
Yeah, yeah. He's not performing. I've never heard of the guy.
You've never heard of the guy? That's weird because he's claiming on his social media account with
Oh, so they never heard of him.
the 100,000 followers that he was performing tonight. He's been hyping up this event and tweeting out tickets and stuff. So I'm just a little confused.
Yeah, I'm confused myself. I've gotten like 2 calls about this guy. I've never heard of him. We have sometimes comics show up to my club
So that's basically it, right? He literally said Death Noodles is not booked tonight. He was fucking lying, right? Not a good look, I must say. But you know what's an even worse look? The fact that the link he provided wasn't even like an official link for the comedy club, right? So anyone who bought a ticket was literally scammed by Death Noodles. Like, Death Noodles is a scammer. Yeah. He's literally a scammer, right? He literally scammed his fans. Like, I'm not even being hyperbolic. That's the crazy thing. He, like, what the fuck, dude? So he provides a fake link, steals money from his fans, and then this was his response to all this after being called out and basically proven to have scammed. They canceled the whole show because they got over 300 calls from incels all around the world, clenching their buttholes about my performing. Don't worry though, I'll be back. Don't you think? No, okay. This is so untrue, it's crazy, right? Because in the Augie conversation, he says he's gotten 2 calls about this, all right? He said he's gotten 2 calls about this, and that was after he had never, like, heard anything about it, right? So, it literally makes no sense. Do you think that you would have to say they canceled it because of 2, you would have to say they canceled it because of 2 calls, right? Because, like, that's the only argument you could make. Because otherwise it wouldn't have been canceled by then, right? And also, you provided a fake link to buy tickets. What? You literally provided a fake link to get tickets. I don't know how you can claim that they called and canceled, right? So there's like a million ways to poke holes in this logic that all make zero fucking sense. And yeah, fuck Death Noodles. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I'm so burnt out of Death Noodles. I never want to talk about this fucking loser ever again. Unless I get to show up to his event. I don't know. Maybe if he gives us more than a week notice, I can. But I don't know. I doubt it at this point.